Hey, it's Mark with an altcoin update for subscribers to my newsletter, Crypto is Easy. If you're not subscribed, please click the link in the description below. Hop on over. If you like what you see, go ahead and sign up. You can also subscribe to this YouTube channel. I use it as an easy way for me to get video content out to subscribers. Not planning to grow it, but if you do subscribe to the channel, you'll get the videos at the same time everybody else does. So today, uh, I've seen a lot of alt popping off the past week, maybe 2 weeks or so. A lot of people are talking about these, 3, 4, 5x moves by some of these altcoins. So I'm seeing two things pop up. One, discussion about whether this is alt season. Two, people thinking it's time to sell, that these things, they're going to crash. They've gone up too high too fast, and it's time to sell and buy at a lower price. Now, as far as alt season goes, I'm pretty confident it's not alt season. And as far as these prices popping off and you needing to sell, I'm also pretty sure that this is not an opportunity to sell, that these alts are going to keep going up and up and up. And now let me tell you why. So right here, let me look. We'll go to the dominance chart. This is the Bitcoin dominance chart. Now, it's a little counterintuitive to think about it, but as this line here goes down, that means that those are alt seasons, right? When that line goes down quickly, those are alt seasons, because that indicates that the altcoins are taking up more and more of a percentage of the market. And so what you see in the past is you'll see those big swings. So that's an alt season. That's an alt season. That's an alt season. And the reason that I drew this line, this horizontal line in the middle there, is because you can see right now, the last 5 months or so, since the end of January, I guess about a half a year now, you can see price is mostly sideways. It's gone down and then up, down, up, down. I'm sorry, market cap. Oh, sorry, market dominance. Sorry, dominance. So the ratio of altcoins to Bitcoin has been roughly the same for the better part of half a year. It hasn't really changed that much. So that gives me a lot of confidence that this is not alt season. We would need to see something like this before I'm going to really be able to say this is alt season. That's not a bad thing. If you look back in time, you can see that we'll have those swings. So maybe it is the beginning of alt season. But look back at this line here. What you see here in the price is there was this time period around October of 2017, and even into November, in the early part of December 2017, when you had sort of this, I would say it's sideways, it's a little more extreme, but basically sideways. But what triggered here in December this massive alt season, right? Remember, it goes down, that means alt season. That was that massive boom that sent cryptos just going crazy, bonkers, skyward. XRP getting 15x. And now take a look at this chart of the total market cap, which is all the money that's in alts. And look at this line here. This is around so today, this is the market cap of all alts. And you look back, and it's about the same that it was when we saw that great, huge alt season at the end of 2017, that just massive, massive run. And where did that run take us to? It took us to here, right? That's the top right there at about 400 something billion dollars market cap in altcoins. And that was the peak. So what we have now today, we're here, just like we were here, right? We're there, same area, here, there, same area. So you're telling me that with all the momentum coming into the market, the volume, I have this down here, this is the volume of money going in and out of the market at any time. With these projects now that have moved from white paper to actual functional projects, with Wall Street and insiders getting cuts of these token deals, with more and more people knowledgeable, interested, and engaged in what's going on, and more overall positive sentiment and momentum and conviction coming into the markets. You're telling me we can't have that same run? You're telling me we can't do this and get a proper alt season? I mean, I don't know. It probably wouldn't happen like that, but I don't think it would be too much to ask if we get something like this. And we just, and by this time next year, we're bonkers. We're at $1 trillion. Even if we don't get there, my point is there's so much room to grow, so much room to grow that you shouldn't. This is not the time to be thinking alt season or sell or whatever. This is a time to be really happy that for the first time in a long time, you're seeing natural or organic price action and growth. And these things are they're going to fly because they're tiny. They're these tiny, tiny projects. You hear these like millions and tens of millions of dollar projects and think, oh my God, these are huge. These things are like second or third round. These are the size of little startups in their second or third round of funding for some of these things. That's how small they are. These things, like, there are people sitting around right now who could buy up just dumbasses who can who, if they really wanted to, could just buy up all these cryptos right now for cash because they just have it sitting around. So many people in that position. Now, of course, they're not. My point is, there's so much room to grow. This world is massive. This market is teeny, teeny, tiny. There is so much more room to grow. And in fact, one of the things that I'm working on is a special report for premium subscribers with my prediction for Bitcoin's next all-time high. And it's taken a little while because I wanted to offer data and justification for my prediction. I didn't want to just talk out of my ass and make wild guesses, but it'll shock you. And I don't think it's unreasonable to expect that by the time we get to the top of this market, that there's going to be $1 trillion market cap in altcoins, or maybe even higher. And if you sell now, maybe you're smarter than me, more savvy than me, and you can pick up at a lower price. But I'm not worried about it. When I got into XRP in 2017, October or November, it did a 15x before I sold it. But I didn't know that it had already done a 50x before that. 50x, 50x before that. I didn't know that. And that's the kind of things we have to look forward to. So you're going to say, oh my God, it went up 400%. Don't worry about that. There's so much more room to grow. The projects are more mature. They're delivering value. They have actual functional projects, real users, real backing, legit venture capitalists, rich people, supporters, people with connections, people with networks. And it's just a super exciting time. Everything's moving. And it's not going to go straight up. We'll have dips, we'll have pullbacks, but it's not alt season. It's definitely not alt season. And it's definitely not time to sell. We're at the beginning of a massive multi-year bull run. And, some of these cryptos, yeah, they're popping off, but they're popping off from their all-time lows. They're popping off from their all-time lows. So they're even smaller than they were when we were back here and we got that huge boom run up that everybody remembers. In some cases, these things would have to grow another 10x just to get to the point where they're at this level where they do another 10 or 15 or 20x. So can you imagine how much more valuable they'll get as Bitcoin's market cap grows, as more attention comes to cryptocurrency? We haven't even gotten to alt season. So, I mean, if it seems like I'm really excited, it's because I am. I am. But we can't get ahead of ourselves. A lot of people are calling for a crash in Bitcoin. As always, the alts follow Bitcoin. So if that happens, alts are going to crash too. I see a lot of strength in the market. I've shown premium subscribers the data that I use to justify that belief. We'll just have to see how it goes. Bitcoin doesn't care what I think, doesn't care about what I tell you guys. And there are a lot of, and when you look at the dynamics of the market, a relatively small number of large account holders have a really big impact on the price over the short run. And over the long run, I mean, like I said, there's a lot of strength and momentum in the markets, Bitcoin and altcoins. So look, we'll just have to see how it goes. So stay strong, stay safe, relax, and enjoy the ride.